Moving your office can be chaotic and very stressful, especially when handling your valuable technology. When relocating to your new office, it's essential to take extra care. And we put together a handy set of tips and tricks to help you. In today's ITNet Tech Update, we're going to be discussing these tips to ensure that your technology remains safe and sound during a move. Hello, I'm Michael Kinnett, CEO and founder of Eternal Networks. Every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific, I go live on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and my personal LinkedIn pages to discuss the latest in technology and cybersecurity news that might affect you and your business. At the end of our live session, I'll also be answering questions from the audience. So if you have any business, technology, or cybersecurity questions, get them ready. I'll make sure to have some time to cover them at the end. First, in the news. There's some concerns over a new update to the Google Authenticator. Now, if you don't know what Google Authenticator is, I'll explain it. Google Authenticator is a mobile app. It's made by Google that allows you to have MFA, multi-factor authentication codes generated to log into sites. So if you have a Google account or a Microsoft 365 account, or dozens of other services that are compatible with Google Authenticator, you log in with your username and password, and then you have to open the app and get that code. That code changes every 30 seconds, and the code is based on a security key that is located on the software vendor site and in that mobile app. So Google just updated and provided a feature that many people are excited about, unless you know about the security of it. Google Authenticator now allows you to synchronize your codes across multiple devices, which is great, especially if you've ever lost a device and had to go in and reset all of your MFA codes. So it's a great feature, but there are some serious security concerns around how Google has done this. Some security analysts have tested the new update. They've monitored the traffic back and forth between devices, and they've found that the synchronization does not happen over a fully encrypted connection. And what that means is that hash that's used to create the MFA codes could be intercepted and duplicated, allowing a threat actor access to all of your MFA codes. And so until Google comes out with another update, having a fully encrypted end-to-end connection, it is not recommended that you turn on this feature. If you are concerned about that feature, if you've already turned it on, another step might be to migrate your MFA codes to another authenticator app that does not have that feature. So that's from the news, and a little tip around that as well. Now for our main point of discussion. We came up with 9 steps for handling your technology during an office move, and I'm going to go through those and explain them one at a time. Right. So step 1, back up everything. Before you start dismantling your technology, make sure that your data is backed up. Create copies of important files, documents, photos, and any other irreplaceable information. And it's important to utilize multiple locations for that data, right? I've talked about it before, the 3-2-1 rule. You should have your data in 3 locations. 2 of them should be in different media, right? And 1 of them offsite. So it's important to use an external hard drive, cloud storage, or a combination of both, and following that 3-2-1 rule. If you already have a backup service in place, great. Make sure you run a backup before shutting things down so that it has all of the data, and you're not relying on a backup from the day before or whenever the last backup ran. By doing this, you'll have peace of mind knowing that your data is protected in case of any unfortunate incidents during the move. Your files will be recoverable. So it's important to do that, because you never know, right? If a computer gets bumped, dropped, damaged, car accident with movers, there's various different scenarios where something could happen and damage that technology, and you want to make sure your data is safe. Step 2, take photos of your cable connections. This is a really handy tip to be able to get things reconnected faster without sitting there and stumbling through and connecting things wrong. So prior to unplugging the cables, just take some quick photos of the back of the computer, the back of the device. These visual references can provide invaluable information when setting up the device in the new location. No more guessing which cable goes where or spending hours trying to figure it out. You just look at the photos and you're back up and running, and much faster. Step 3, make sure you're packing your devices carefully. If at all possible, use the original boxes to pack your devices. The original packaging is designed to provide optimal protection during shipping. If you no longer have the original boxes, make sure that you have a sturdy cardboard box. Wrap each device in bubble wrap or anti-static foam, prevent any damage to them, and then fill in the empty spaces in the box with crumpled paper or some other packing material to ensure that it's a snug fit and that the devices are not going to rattle around. Step 4, this is one that most people don't really think of. Remove the ink cartridges from your printers and remove any batteries. It's important to take this precaution with devices that use ink to avoid leaks or to have the ink drying out during transit. Also, if you remove the batteries from devices such as laptops, cameras, or remote controllers, that can prevent accidental power on and potential damage. It also can prevent the batteries from being drained during the move. If you're moving in the middle of summer in Las Vegas, it also helps to make sure that those batteries are not going to become ruptured in the heat, potentially damaging other components. Pack those ink cartridges and batteries separately and in sealed bags, and don't forget to label them so you know which device they go with. Step 5, organize and label your cables. We've all experienced the frustration of dealing with a tangled mess of cables. My kids seem to think that I enjoy, going through and untangling cables and jewelry and other things, but that's not the case, right? It's a frustrating task that you can avoid and save time by properly labeling and taking care of your cables when you're disconnecting everything before the move. Take a moment to organize them, label them all so that you know which device it goes to and what its purpose is. Use cable ties or twist ties to neatly bundle them together and then attach those labels so that you know where it goes. It will save you from a lot of headaches when setting up your devices in the new location and from the trouble of wondering, where does this wire go, right? At the end of the move, you've got a wire in your hand, like have no idea where it goes, where it came from. Hopefully everything still works. It avoids any of those headaches. Step 6, pack your wireless, your Wi-Fi, and your network equipment separately. One of the first things that you're going to want to set up in your new office is your internet and your Wi-Fi so that you can get back to business as quick as possible. So it's important that you pack your Wi-Fi and network equipment separately so that you know where it is and you can get it set up. So that includes your modem, your router, your switch, wireless access points, your network cables, and other network connections. If you have a surge strip or battery backup for your network equipment, include that with it. Clearly label the box as network equipment so you can identify it, and then that can be one of the first things that you unbox and get set up. Step 7, secure your fragile screens. If you're moving devices with delicate screens such as TVs or monitors or tablets, take extra precaution to protect them from scratches and cracks. Place a soft cloth or microfiber cloth over the screen, secure it with elastic bands or tape, and that barrier will protect the screen from accidental contact during transit. Remember to pack them in a vertical position to minimize the risk of damage as well. Step 8, inform the movers about fragile items. If you're hiring professional movers, it's crucial to communicate clearly to them the fragility of your technology. Clearly label the boxes containing your valuable devices as fragile and provide any necessary instructions for careful handling. By being upfront about your concerns, you reduce the chances of accidents during the move. And finally, our last step, step 9, test everything after the move. Once you've moved and reconnected your technology, it's important to test each device to ensure that they work as expected. Sometimes damage may not be visible on the outside, so testing is an important step. And by identifying any issues up front, you can file any necessary insurance claims and seek assistance from IT professionals if needed. Moving can definitely be a hectic and challenging process, especially when it comes to relocating your office technology. But fear not, with the right approach and expert assistance, you can ensure the safety and security of your valuable devices from point A to point B. Don't let the complexities of moving office tech overwhelm you. Hopefully these nine tips can help you. But if you need more help, our expert team would love to discuss your unique requirements to ensure a smooth transition for your office technology. You can reach out to me via direct message or schedule a meeting with us today. There's a link that'll be posted in the chat for you. We have an upcoming webinar We're going to be discussing artificial intelligence. I've talked about this in the past weeks. Discover the untapped potential of artificial intelligence for your business, regardless of its size. Don't underestimate the impact that AI can have on your success. By embracing AI, you can outshine your competitors and transform your business operations. So join us for an exclusive live webinar. It's going to be next week, July 20th at 1 p.m. Pacific time, where we're going to dive into the world of AI and its practical applications in crucial business functions. We'll be sharing some valuable insights on how AI can benefit your business, and we'll also debunk some common misconceptions surrounding this new cutting-edge technology. Participate in the live session. I'll be on hand to address any questions you might have. So reserve your spot today. There's a link posted in the chat where you can register for it. It should be a really good discussion around AI, and I'm really hoping that some of you come with questions so we can really get into what are your questions, what are your concerns about using AI in your business. Let me just check and see if we've got any questions or comments from our live viewers. I'm not seeing any questions. If any of you do have any questions coming up, feel free to reach out. You can always contact me via direct message. You can call our office, email the team, go to our website at ITNet.works, or you can comment on this video. I'll see that and respond to that as well. Thanks for joining today. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.